Hey everybody, welcome to Hauncon 2, the Wrath of Haun. I'm here. I just drank an incredible amount of coffee. I'm starting a little late. I needed about, a gallon of coffee. So I am raring to go. I am here and I am set up with all the fun stuff. Today we're going to have a great time. We're going to do a lot of stuff. I know the world's a little weird right now. We're all trying to figure out what to do, how to make things, how to share things with people that we know and love. It's kind of a weird time. So what I'm doing, this is my second Hauncon. For those of you that didn't stop by, I did one last month. It was my first one. It was the same week as Emerald City Comic Con would have been, and I just wanted to do something. I wanted to do something to share with all of you. And I quickly realized that this is something that I was going to want to do again. I love the idea of, being able to experience this, seeing you there, popping up, saying hi really means a lot. This time for Hauncon 2, we're doing something even a little bit different. We're going to, I figured out, I'm learning the technologies. I learned about this crazy thing called Zoom. It's new. I don't know if you've heard about it. I figured out how to actually do some video conferencing that I can actually port right over here to Facebook Live. So while last time we had call-in interviews, now we can actually see the lovely faces of all the other comic creators that have beards and look kind of like me. So what we're doing today is, first up, I just wanted to do this hello, quick chat. I'm going to show you kind of what I've got and explain the process of what we're doing a little bit. Then around around 2, I'm going to start live drawing. That's going to go from around 2 to 4. And then I'm going to take a little break. And then I'm going to be joined by James Tynion. You might know him from all of his amazing DC comics, from Something's Killing the Children over at Boom Studios. He's done a ton of stuff. I really love James, and he and I actually had the chance to work together 2 times. We did the Ra's al Ghul one-shot for DC for the for the Villains Month. And then he and I worked together on part of his run for Red Hood and the Outlaws. Again, James is great. I'm kind of excited to talk with him. We're going to sit down and, kind of talk about working on mainstream and on creator-owned comics kind of at the same time, sort of how that all works. After that, I'm going to take a little break again, and then I'm going to meet up at 6 o'clock with my buddy Andy Parks. Today, Andy's new, the adaptation of his books, comic book project Ciudad, has hit Netflix. It's Extraction, starring Chris Hemsworth. You get to watch Thor doing cool stuff, and it's based on the work of one of my favorite people in the world. So I'm going to sit down with Andy. We're actually going to have a drink together. It's going to be a great time. We're going to talk about the process of making things and about making things that are made into other media. That's going to be pretty fantastic. So that's kind of the plan for the day. Let me show you a little bit about what I've got here. I'm going to flip the camera around really smooth like. Dunk. Okay, so you can see this is my convention table. I did this last time too. I just think it's fun to have it set up. This is right here in my studio space. You can see it's a little messy right now, but that's just how it is. This is my studio space. This is where I work. This is the inking desk over here. This is my drawing desk table. My computer's hidden back behind these wonderful banners. I have... this is another drawing desk that I use. It's usually actually right here. But for right now, I have my convention table here. It's set up. It's a little cramped in here, but that's fine. It's more than enough space. So what I've done is I set this up much like I would at any convention. Now, everything that you see on this table is actually available at jeremyhahn.com. It's my big cartel store. You can go and you can check that out. I'm offering a special 10% off discount right now. If you enter the coupon code Hauncon2, you get 10% off. I'll sign everything. I will personalize. If you ask me to personalize it to you, I'll personalize it. We're going to throw in some extra goodies on all orders right now, some fun stuff. But you can see here, this is mostly my creator-owned projects that I've worked on recently. On the store, I've even got some bonus stuff. But you can see the beauty. I've got 5 trade paperbacks of that. This is the special New York Comic Con exclusive variant. The cover was done by Andrew Robinson, who is brilliant. This is my Boom Studios book, The Red Mother. It is a horror comic book. It is about a woman, Daisy McDonough, who in a crazy event has an eye, and in her prosthetic eye, she starts to see things, and you can kind of get a pretty good idea about the things that she starts to see. 4 issues are out right now. The 4th issue came right before things got a little crazy. Those are available. You can get any of those 4 from me. I have regular editions. I have really cool variants. Actually, these are all the special edition variants. They have the red logo and kind of red bleeding into the image. I love this cover. We did this. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so then I'm going to move on and I'm going to show you original artwork. My original artwork, actually, I'll flip through it maybe a bit today at a couple times, but you can actually check out all of my original artwork on cadencecomic.art.com. If you go to Cadence right now, I believe all of my work is currently 20% off. So, if you're interested, you've been thinking about a cover or a page or anything like that, if you go to Cadence right now, they will give you 20% off on everything. And that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, that's as good as I do. We really wanted to do something. I know that, it's a strange time. Money's tight for everyone, but if you've been thinking about it and you are interested in a piece of artwork, that is a good way to get it. I also have a sketchbook that I do. Every year I do a sketchbook collecting pieces of art. These are commissions that I've done. They are various pieces. I really love doing these. Sometimes, you can't afford a piece of original art, or you can't afford a commission. These are just they're $10, and they're a really easy way to, to be able to see, the things that I do. I personally collect sketchbooks like that. I've got, everyone from, Mike Mignola, Travis Charest, all of my favorite artists along the way. Every time I get a chance, I buy one of those. They're fun. They're a fun collectible from conventions. Last up, I'm going to talk about The Realm. The Realm is my Image Comics series with Seth Peck. Seth is amazing, and I wish I could get him on social media to do more. I may actually do for the next Hauncon, I'm going to pull him on. I'm going to make him do a Zoom thing with me. And we're going to talk a little bit about The Realm and about making things and about kind of, creating epic fantasy during this time. Right now, we have 3 volumes of The Realm out. We are hoping to get back for a 4th. I'll probably talk about that very soon. We have some special edition variants. This is issue 1. There's a fantastic cover by, let me see if I can get it there without check that out. That is by my pal Tony Moore. It's fantastic, featuring Ben, one of my favorite characters from the series. This is the action figure variant. All of these, everything is available on my site. So, that's about that. I do want to talk a little bit for just a moment about my Patreon. Right now, you can go to Patreon and find me, Jeremy Hahn. And what I've done, originally it started out as a project called Comics and Cocktails, where I did comic book style, hands down recipes. So you actually saw like this angle of me making cocktails, but they were drawings. They were actually done comic style. So I did those, and I've got I think about 10, 12 recipes up for various cocktails that I make. But with this, since my last Hauncon, I really thought about it and wanted to be able to give you more content. I'm gonna flip this back around so you can see my gorgeous face. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I really wanted with the Patreon to be able to give you more content. I felt like the Comics and Cocktails was a great project. It was a lot of fun. It was something that I could do, but it was really important to me to be able, in a time where you can't get new comics. That's getting ready to change a little bit, and I hope that it continues to change, but it's still tricky. Some places are completely locked down, and they can't even open the shops, and it won't be happening for a little while. I know that some content we're going to be able to start getting via mail order and things like that. I really appreciate everything that these shops are doing, and they're trying. But I wanted to make sure that you could get some kind of extra comics content from me. There's been a lot of stuff with Pencils Down, projects that were going to be coming out very soon that have been put on hold. Hopefully that won't last very long, but we just don't know right now. So on my Patreon, what I've done is I've changed it just from being the Comics and Cocktails to a situation where you can go and you can check out a lot of everything that I'm doing. I have several weekly features that I'm doing. Right now I'm doing, and you may have seen them elsewhere, but like time-lapse Tuesdays, where you can actually see a time-lapse video of me inking a commission or a cover or something that I'm working on, a page or two here and there. I'm trying to not get my hand in as I switch. But I'm doing time-lapse Tuesdays, and these are really extended ones. So they're like 3 to 5 minute videos of me inking on these things. You can also, we have a feature called Ashcan Theater, which is basically, I love showing the color work, the final work that you see on all of these books, but I wanted to give you a look at the black and white raw pages from comics. So what I started doing was on Ashcan Theater, giving you a look at the entire issues of The Realm. You can just see the black and white pages on there. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm also doing any commissions or drawings that I do. I'm doing some really nice scans of them, so you can actually see those on there. And it's pretty much everything that I'm doing. Some things I don't post on Instagram or Twitter, just because like some are things that I'm trying to not show until I make sure that the person has it. Various things like that. So this is a chance for you to see all of my pieces. Another thing that I'm doing, and I haven't talked much about this, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it here. I am now working on a series of short stories that I am writing, drawing, lettering, doing the whole 9 yards on. They're probably going to be in black and white, or maybe with just spot color. Some people are really doing amazing things right now with just spot color. I'm going to be releasing those on my Patreon. They're going to be true Patreon exclusive pieces. What that's going to be is like every other week or so, I'll be releasing just a new short story. The first one that I'm going to be releasing is a really fun horror story. It's 3 pages. I'm loving working on it. I hope that you guys check it out. So that's me blathering on about my Patreon. Please check it out. It's patreon.com. Jeremy Haun is my name. Again, it's my name. Yeah. So with that, I think my coffee is finally kicking in, and I am about ready to get to some live drawing. I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to do a few posts, and I'm going to put this up for folks to see. Thank you so much for coming and checking out Hauncon 2, The Wrath of Haun. The first one's called Hauncon 2020. I wanted to, do the cool too. But thanks so much for joining and checking things out. Like I said, today we are going to be doing some live drawing starting in about 30 minutes. I am going to be, thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Uh, I'm going to be doing some talks with my pal James Tynion. And then this evening, I'm going to be having drinks with Andy Parks. That's going to be a great time. All of those, you're welcome to join in on. It's going to be a good time. We're also doing a thing where, if you have questions during these, please feel free to ask. I'm going to be trying to answer them, especially the live draws. Those are really a good time. Starting at 2, from like 2 to 4, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be drawing on one commission that I've got ready to go. I'm going to be working on another fun commission later tonight. I'm going to one of the things I'm going to be doing too is I'm announcing specific times for some stuff, but I think I'm actually going to do some late night stuff this evening too for the after hours crowd. I know all of our sleep schedules are a little weird right now, so if you're up and want to watch some, I'll be on. Thanks so much. I really appreciate everything. Like I said, I know things have been weird. I hope you're all being very, very safe. I hope that everyone is not ingesting any dangerous fluids that somebody might have suggested. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. You're staying inside. You're sheltering in place. We all, for as cautious as I want us all to be, we all want to be back to things. I want to be at conventions. I want to see, my God, I want to be able to hug my friends, but that's going to be a little while. And so we have to respect that. Please be safe. Have a great day. I will see you again at 2 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, just about 30 minutes. Thanks, and talk soon.